When Jungkook finally told the truth about what Taehyung whispered that night, every fan froze. No one expected this. It was supposed to be a normal live broadcast. Taehyung leaned in, whispered something to Jungkook, and the entire fandom lost its mind. No one could hear the words, but everyone saw Jungkook's reaction, that smile, that look in his eyes. Something had changed. Clips of that whisper spread like wildfire. Armies slowed down the video, enhanced the audio, and made theories. Was it a joke? A secret? Or something more personal that only Jungkook understood? Weeks passed. Neither Taehyung nor Jungkook said a word. Every interview, every fan comment, silenced. It was as if they had made a promise to keep that moment between them. Then came Jungkook's late-night live. Fans noticed he was unusually calm and emotional. He began talking about moments that stay forever, and words that change how you see someone. No one realized it yet, but he was preparing us. After a long pause, Jungkook smiled softly. He said, "I think people misunderstood that moment. It wasn't random." The chat exploded, and Jungkook's tone changed completely. Then he said it. Taehyung just said, "You did well. Don't forget, I'm proud of you." The room went silent, even online. It wasn't gossip. It wasn't drama. It was brotherhood, love, and years of unspoken gratitude. For Jungkook, those simple words meant more than applause or trophies. They came from someone who watched him grow, from a teenager to the man he is now. Taehyung's whisper wasn't for the cameras. It was real. Armies broke down, hashtags flooded Twitter. Taekook moment, you did well Jungkook. What he whispered, everyone realized, sometimes, the quietest words carry the loudest emotions. That whisper became a symbol, not of mystery, but of trust. Taehyung and Jungkook's bond wasn't just friendship. It was unspoken understanding. Now that Jungkook has revealed it, the moment feels different. It wasn't just a whisper, it was a reminder that behind the fame, behind the lights, there are still two people who see each other as family, and that changes everything. After Jungkook's confession, timelines froze. Clips of his life spread faster than any song release. People weren't just watching, they were feeling, because for the first time, we heard the truth behind that unforgettable whisper. Sources close to BTS revealed that moment wasn't scripted. No cue, no direction, just pure emotion. Taehyung leaned in because he saw something in Jungkook's eyes, exhaustion, and he wanted to lift him up, in the quietest, most sincere way possible. Behind his smiles and laughter, Jungkook had been battling self-doubt. He'd been questioning if he was doing enough, if he was still growing. That whisper wasn't just comfort, it was a lifeline. Taehyung has always been the calm in the chaos. He doesn't speak often about emotions, but when he does, it's powerful. That whisper showed exactly how deeply he understands Jungkook without needing words. Fans began revisiting old performances, noticing small details. Every time Jungkook looked anxious or lost, Taehyung was nearby, a glance, a pat, a smile. It wasn't new. It had always been there. You did well. I'm proud of you. Simple words, yet they carried years of shared memories, training days, exhaustion, laughter, tears. That whisper was a summary of everything they'd been through. When BTS first started, Taehyung and Jungkook were just kids. They shared rooms, meals, and dreams. That bond never faded, it only grew stronger with time. In another part of his life, Jungkook mentioned, Taehyung's like a brother to me. He knows what to say, even when I don't ask. It wasn't just a statement, it was gratitude in its purest form. Some bonds don't need to be loud, they're built in moments of silence, a look, a whisper, a smile. That's what makes Jungkook and Taehyung's connection timeless. Armies began using Taehyung's words to encourage each other. Comments appeared everywhere, you did well. The whisper turned into a movement, a message of kindness spreading worldwide. In later performances, fans noticed subtle gestures, a glance, a laugh, a brief touch of reassurance. Every moment seemed to echo that same whisper, I'm proud of you. During one rehearsal clip, Jungkook turned away, wiping his eyes. Fans now understand, it wasn't exhaustion, it was emotion, remembering the words that gave him strength. When asked about Jungkook's life, Taehyung smiled and said, some things are meant to be said quietly. That simple response spoke volumes. The world often celebrates loud success, but Taehyung reminded everyone that sometimes, the quietest moments are the most powerful. Thousands of fans shared stories online, how those same words helped them through exams, heartbreak, loss. Taehyung's whisper became something bigger than BTS, it became healing. Every fandom has moments that define them. For ARMYs, this was one of them. A reminder of why BTS is more than music. Behind the scenes, members shared that Taehyung and Jungkook often remind each other to stay grounded. That whisper was part of that promise, to never forget where they came from. Since that night, fans noticed Jungkook's confidence return. His performances felt freer. His smile, more genuine. Taehyung's words didn't just touch him, they transformed him. That single whisper is now part of ARMY history, replayed, cherished, and remembered. It's no longer just a secret moment. It's a symbol of love, loyalty, and understanding. In a world full of noise, one whisper changed everything, not because of what was said, but who said it, and why. Taehyung's words reminded Jungkook, and all of us, that the smallest gestures often carry the deepest meaning, and that, armies say, is what makes their bond unbreakable. After the confession, the noise slowly faded, but what remained was something powerful: peace. For the first time, Jungkook seemed lighter, as if a weight had been lifted from his heart. That whisper had finally done its job. Even after all this time, every great moment fades, but memories don't. Taehyung's whisper became one of those rare memories that fans will never let go of, a gentle reminder that sometimes the quietest gestures last the longest. During later broadcasts, Jungkook often smiled when Taehyung's name came up. He didn't need to explain, armies knew. Every look, every pause, was filled with unspoken emotion and respect. When asked again about that night, Taehyung only said years have passed since their debut, yet their connection feels untouched by fame. They've shared triumphs, heartbreaks, and dreams, always side by side. The whisper wasn't just comfort, it was a brother's promise. Theories ended, edits stopped, and fans realized something deeper. It was never about guessing the words, it was about feeling them, because the real message wasn't just for Jungkook, it was for everyone who's ever needed to hear "you did well." At concerts, when Jungkook and Taehyung share the stage, that moment seems to replay silently. A glance, a laugh, a nod, it's as if that whisper still echoes under the spotlight. Fans began writing letters, art, songs, all inspired by that single sentence: "You did well. I'm proud of you." It became a message of hope, traveling across languages, borders, and hearts. That moment reminded everyone that BTS aren't just global icons, they're human beings who love, comfort, and care for each other. The whisper tore down the barrier between artist and fan, revealing something raw and real. Now, when fans rewatch that clip, they don't just see two idols, they see two souls who've grown together, who've lifted each other up through every high and low. That whisper, soft, unseen, and real, became more than a secret. It became a symbol of strength, love, and the bond that defines BTS. And that's why one whisper truly changed everything.